Ayan. Sabi ko earlier, I gave a short introduction what differential equations, some applications, and then hopefully maabutan natin ang time na we could write some papers out of that, mga basic papers lang muna on how to do the mathematics of differential equations. Tapos some simulations. So mafo-formalize natin lahat-lahat yan. Currently kasi I've been working with some of my students working on differential equations on some applications. So may mga projects na sila on this. For now, gagawin natin, let us formalize. Formalize muna natin yung usual na tinuturo ko ng differential equations for my students both in basic and BS Applied Mathematics and BS Chemistry program. Kasi mga chemists kailangan din nila ng differential equations, especially when they are studying rate of change in chemical reactions. So
Tama.
may mga models sa physical chemistry nila that they have an understanding about models using differential equations. For now, ang gagawin natin, let's solve some differential equations in some analytical manner. Meaning to say analytical, we will be using some techniques for us to derive a closed solution of our differential equations. Otherwise, kung wala tayong closed solutions out of that, so we do some numerical solutions. So numerical solutions naman, gagamit tayo ng mga algorithms to be able to solve differential equations. And we will be using some programming languages. In our case, I think we will be using MATLAB, Python, R, and maybe sa languages na familiar ka. So, if familiarize mo lang in one language, pare-pareho lang naman, the same idea lang naman ang kailangan natin to understand that.
Just use ChatGPT po to translate.
Actually, tama naman yan eh. Yung forming philosophy ko ngayon, basta may isang language lang ako na master ko. So, I could translate across all languages using ChatGPT. Yun yung advantage ngayon ng mga AI eh. So, yun. So, for now, let's start with some equations na tinatawag. Ang first na natin, na concentration will be on first order differential equations. So, first order differential equation. So, DE. Okay. In particular, ang itsura ng differential equation natin, the first order would be in this form. dy over dx, or derivative of y with respect to x, is equal to f of xy. Again, note lang natin, x would be our independent variable. Meaning to say, wala nang variable na magkaka-describe sa kanya. Ang y of x natin will be a dependent variable. Meaning to say, y is a function of x. So yun lang naman ang ibig niya sabihin. Meaning y, from the set of real numbers to the set of real numbers, ang x natin, imamap natin to some y of x. So yan lang naman ang ibig sabihin ng pagiging independent variable. So first, let's try to solve one differential equation, yung tinatawag natin na separable equations. Okay. So, anong itsura ng differential equation na to? Let's consider dy over dx equals f of xy. Tapos yung f of xy natin, we can split this as a product of two functions. Meaning, ang functions natin, pwede natin maisulat this way. In my note, gagamit ako g of x and h of y. Meaning, pwede ko siyang ma-separate into two functions na purely one is a variable of x and the other one is variable of y. So, kaya ang term separable. So, to solve this differential equation, so let me rewrite dy over dx to be equal to g of x, h of y. So, separate natin. Lahat ng y nasa left, lahat ng x nasa right. So, in other words, we can write it this way, 1 over hy dy. Tapos sa kabila, g of x dx. Ayan. So yun, naseparate na natin into two. But medyo mahirap to ang klaseng function na yan na 1 over hy. So gawin natin, let us replace 1 over hy with p of y. So isulat natin ito as 1 over hy. So therefore, ang equation natin ngayon ay magiging p of y dy equals g of x dx. So for the purpose lang of rewriting our equation. Now, let us assume, di ba differential equations to? So we're looking for a solution. Let us consider if y is a solution, di ba? So let's consider ang solution natin. Phi of x is a solution of our dE. Ang dE natin ito, lagyan ko lang ng asterisk. So, ang solution yung phi of x natin. So, let's substitute. Substitute lang natin. So, we can rewrite it this way. So, pwede natin isulat as, P of, instead of y, magiging phi of x. Tapos, ito ay magiging d of x. So, isulat ko lang that way para at least may sulat yan. On the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, ganun pa rin, g of x dx. So, wala tayong may change. Wala tayong may binago. Okay? Clear?
Opo.
Naintindihan so far, Joshua, ang idea?
Opo.
Okay. So now, ito yung gagawin natin. Okay? So, we can expand this further. Ito, pwede natin ito ma-expand. Expand natin yan because by chain rule, pwede natin itong isulat as phi prime of x dx. Di ba pwede maisulat natin that way?
Ayan, para malis pa yung dx.
Oo. So therefore, we can rewrite this as, sulat natin, p of phi of x.
Pinili na bukas sa phi, so parang may p of phi.
Ayan, tama. And this is equal to g of x dx. Okay. So now, ang mangyayari dito sa atin, take the integral of both sides. So, kunin natin yung integral ng both sides na to. So, kunin mo yung integral niyan. Okay. So, ang left-hand side, pwede, di ba, in this case, itong left-hand side, this is just your phi of y dy, ang left-hand side. So, wala tayong may tinatch dyan. Wala tayong may sinulat dyan in this case. But we can represent this solution. May mga representation tayo ng solution na yan. So, let's consider the solution would become, ang left-hand side, in my notes, h of y, meaning after integral, yung solution niya is h of y. Yung right-hand side, this is just g of x. Pero di ba, after integral, nagdadagdag lang tayo ng constant c. Okay? As our h and g natin are antiderivatives. Derivatives of yung right, ang natin sa kabila, 1 over h of x, tapos g of x dyan. Sorry, 1 over h of y pala yan. Let me delete this. Ayan. Okay, y. Ayun. So in other words, ang purpose mo lang is that as long as you can split g of y, h of y, so therefore, what you can do is you can directly solve. On the left-hand side, puro y. On the right-hand side, puro x. Say, for example, let's have this differential equation. Example.
Wala naman issue.
So let's compute 1 plus x dy minus y dx equals 0. So gusto natin siya i-compute. So anong solution nito? First, express your differential equations na can we split all of the y's on the left and all of the x on the right? Pwede mo ba siyang maisulat separately? With this example?
So, dy. Yes, opo.
Pwede. So let us rewrite this as 1 plus x dy muna and this is equal to y dx. But you can rewrite this as 1 over y dy, and this is equal to 1 over 1 plus x dx. Diba? Pwede mo isulat that way. So, separate na. So, you can do the integral on both sides. Okay. So, kung yun ang integral natin on both sides, so what's
equal
anong left-hand side?
ln of y mo.
That's correct. ln of y, pero y natin, we don't know the value is. So, lagyan natin ng absolute value. Okay? Plus c. Di ba? Magpa-plus c ka dyan. Pero i-combine na lang natin ang lahat ng mga constant sa isa pang integral. So, this is equal to, anong right-hand side?
Mga ln of 1 plus x.
Dapat. Tama. ln of absolute value, 1 plus x, because we don't know yet what x is. And then, plus constant. So, combine natin yung pagpa-plus ng constant. Let's use capital letter C. Okay. Next. We want to find what y is. Gusto mo lang si y. Anong gagawin natin?
Siguro e na lang mo. Raised
Ayan.
y equals.
So, take the exponential both sides. Magiging y na yan. Diba? Exponential of the ln cancels out. Exponential of the ln, so magka-cancel out ang buo nito, exponential ganyan. Diba? Ang buo niyan.
Tabasan magkaka e to the c ba?
Tama. So, magiging absolute value of 1 plus x times e raised to c. Ayan. But to remove the plus or minus the absolute value, so it can be positive or it can be negative. So, but because meron kang constant value dito, so pwede natin i-set aside. Pwede to positive, negative. So, we can write this as your y is equal to 1 plus x, some plus or minus exponential of c, or some constant. Pwede natin siyang isulat as constant. So, gawin natin yan as letter k. So, therefore, all in all, you have a y is equal to k times 1 plus x. Okay. But question, Joshua, may tanong ako. How will you know you are correct?
Just trust me. Ganun lang mo.
Pero somehow dapat may idea tayo kung tama ba yung pinanggagawa ko o hindi. Parang ganoon.
Yung sa, I don't know, siguro pwede mo kayo mag-plug in ng something.
Naalala mo pa, Joshua, paano mag-implicit differentiation? Naalala mo pa yon?
Yung ganun. Nalala ko lang. Yung parang siya. Basta mahirap mo siya yung lalagay, hindi siya, kumbaga wala po talaga siyang actual na function.
Tama, that's right. So you have to compute with implicit differentiation para makukuha mo siya kung tama bang naging solution mo o hindi naging tama ang iyong solution. So yun lang naman ang kailangan nyo, you can double check. Okay?
Tama.
Ayun. So yun. This is 1K. So linear lang pala siya. Yung ano natin. Next, how about the second one? Dala lang. Parang may duda ako sa solution ko. Tama naman. Wala naman tayong na exponential on both sides. So product lang naman ng exponential. So therefore, yeah, tama. So far, we didn't miss anything. Let me see. Respect to x. Okay. So tama. Okay. Next, how about this second problem, number 2? Ito naman, dy with respect to x equals negative x minus y. Ayan.
Cutting edge.
Paano mo siya isolve muna? So first, solve this. Ito muna, umpisa ka dyan. Ayan. So you can rewrite this as what? So can you separate x and y together?
Yes, pwede mo.
Okay, so therefore, let's separate it.
Negative. Ay, ano ba mas magandang i-negative?
Meaning, ang lahat ng mga y sa left, ang lahat ng x sa right. So pwede mo kahit saan mo ilagay negative, pero
Sige,
it's ilagay mo na lang with x.
y dy equals negative x dx.
Okay, y dy is equal to negative x dx. So what's the integral on both sides?
Y squared over 2 equals negative x squared over 2.
Negative x squared over 2. May nakalimutan ka. Plus
Kasi, yun mo.
3. Okay. So in this case, you can now compute what your y is. Pero it's good na pwede ka na makapag-substitute right away dito para for you to compute what your c is. Remember, meron ka ng initial condition. So you can substitute at a value when x is equal to 4, y is equal to negative 3. So you substitute. So if x is equal to 4, your y is equal to negative 3. So given yan dito. So hence substitute, you will have negative 3 raised squared over 2 equals minus
4
4 squared over 2 plus c. So can you give me what the value of c is?
So, 9 half plus 16 over 2. So, 25 over 2. Yes, yun mo. 25 over 2.
25 ba siya? Yes. Okay. 25
Pythagorean.
over 2. Okay. Na-square ba siya? Ayun, tama. So therefore, you will have the following. Thus, meron kang y squared over 2 minus equals minus x squared over 2 plus 25 over 2. But you can simplify this. This becomes
siguro tatanggalin niyo po yung ano na, yung 1/2.
Anong itsura niya?
Siguro 1/2. Hindi, tatanggalin talaga yung 1/2. So, x squared plus y squared equals 25 is a circle.
It's a circle. Tama. So this becomes x squared plus y squared is equal to 25. So it's a circle. Yung solution ng differential equation na yan, it's a circle. Galing, di ba?
Wow.
By the way, again, you can verify. You can check by implicit differentiation. So gawin natin nga dito sa taas. Mag-implicit differentiation tayo. This is your solution. Ito yan. So, compute for the implicit differentiation ng differential equations na yan. Nalala mo pa? Meaning to say, take the derivative with respect to x ng y mo. Para at least, dito na lang muna tayo sa baba para mas specific. Implicit differentiation ka. Derivative of this expression with respect to x. So, una mo, di ba, gagawin mo, derivative with respect to x ng buong expression na yan.
Should we go to put the equals inside the brackets?
Ayun, ano lang yan. Mayroon lang akong abuse of notation. Abuse.
It's understood, so please don't talk about it. Ganun lang.
Yun ang usual sometimes eh. Kung if you want sometimes may simplicity na gustong gagawin, mag-abuse ka lang muna ng notation para for the purpose na it's so easy for you to do the calculations. Like in this case, mag-calculate tayo, kunin mong derivative of both sides of this expression in terms of x. So magiging 2x, yan, di ba? Ang magiging expression yan. Pero ang kabila, magiging
2y dy dx.
2y dy over dx. And this is equal to 0. So you rewrite this becomes dy over dx, cancels out ang 2. So magiging negative x over y. So babalik ka dito sa una mo na expression. So yun.
Oh.
That's how you will check it.
Oh.
So yun lang naman. You can verify na indeed na correct yung calculation.
Okay.
So at this time, ito, Joshua, ikaw mag-compute. I'll give you some time. So calculate, ito naman. Same pa rin, the same as earlier, dy over dx. Pero at this time, this is equal to 1 plus y squared. Evaluate mong y, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Ayan, calculate this.
Blake Fibon song from. Okay, so dy dx, so dy my dy minus y squared equals 1 to 3. Okay. Wait, dx plus y squared dx equals dy. Paano kaya yun? Siguro yung dy. So, 1 over dx equals 1 plus y. Pwede ba yan? Siguro kung babaliktad ko. So, dy over 1 plus y, quantity 1 plus y squared equals dx.
May mga special trigonometric functions yan.
Yes, I think meron po. Ano yan?
You can look for cheat sheets. So ano ang integral of 1 over 1 plus y squared? So you could use some AI. Kasi I understand kung hindi siya, kita ko hindi ko yung memorize.
I think it's an inverse. Ba? Or
yeah, it's an inverse.
So, it's an inverse of something. Tangent yata po, I think.
Tama. That's correct. Okay. That's correct.
Oh my gosh. So, it's a tangent. That's a arctangent nga. So somehow na-memorize yan. Anyway.
Ayun. So, let's write it. Yung mga pinag-isipan mo. Okay. So, first mong gagawin is you will calculate, diba? Susulat natin to.
Kasi nag-memorize po ako ng maraming formula. So, anyway, it finally paid off. One formula has been finally used from memory.
Ako, matagal ko na pinag-aaralan. Sometimes I forget it. Kasi sa sobra mo ng daming iniisip, hindi mo na maalala ano yung mga special na mga integral na yan. So anyway, let's write this, that this is 1 over 1 plus y squared dy, and this is equal to dx integral. Okay? So therefore, ito yung left-hand side mo, may special function yan. So you will have the tangent inverse of y, and this is equal to x plus some constant c. So i-combine mo na lang lahat plus constant c. So therefore, what y is equal to? Y is equal to tangent. Kahit mamaya na natin isulat yan. Let's compute what c is. So
yun, pwede na ito 0, 0. Ano ba yung tangent?
If x is 0, then y is 0. So therefore, what is tangent
0
inverse of 0? And it's equal to 0 plus
5 over 2 ba? 5 over 2?
Tingnan natin. Naalala mo pa kung tangent inverse, di bang tangent natin looks like this?
Sine should be 0 and cosine is positive.
So this is
tangent. So it baliktad pala pa. So it should be mga 0. 0 or pi siguro? 0 or pi?
Tingnan mo muna. This is ano ng tangent? Itsura ng tangent?
Saan yung arctan? So pabaliktad.
So this is tangent. Tapos i-switch lang, di ba? Pahiga.
Yan na po siya ganun i-rotate pa ganun.
Ayan, rotate natin. So ito yung pi over 2. So pag ganun.
Di ba babaliktad?
This is, tama ba? Tama. Pababa siya. So pag ganun lang, humiga siya.
Anyway, so, ganun ba? Tama po na. Pero naka-reflect siya. So
what is tangent of 0? Tangent inverse of 0?
0.
0 din. So therefore, C is equal to 0. Ayon. So hence, ang final equation natin, what is y equal to?
Minus tan x.
Okay, tangent x. Simple as that.
Ano na? Okay.
Simple. Diba? Nakakaano. So
Easy.
next,
Easy.
how about this one? Ito. Can you compute this? Ito, medyo difficult level. Medyo mas mataas-taas ang difficult level. dy over dx is equal to y squared minus 4. Wala kang initial condition. So meaning you can have a general solution for this.
Yun na naman siguro pa. Wait lang. I'm going to guess. So it's another inverse. Ano ba yung ganito? I think it's sine inverse.
Okay. Sine ba siya?
Yes, I
Ano?
think or if it's not sine, it's secant. Inverse secant.
I'll give you a hint. Can you do some partial fraction?
Okay. So
Meaning kasi, kung isusulat ko to as y squared minus 4, so pwede ko siyang isulat as y plus 2 plus y minus 2 and some constant a and b. Di ba? Pwede natin gawin yan. So what are a and b? So partial fraction tayo.
ito pa yung time to die. So anyway, so yung I'm gonna die.
Actually, pwede mong gawin, Joshua, ano lang, tingnan mo. Mag-trial and error ka. Anong value ng A, anong value ng B? Kung i-cross multiply mo yan,
Tama.
so dapat magiging
Balik yung other one naman siguro po.
ang answer ay magiging 1.
So a times y minus 2 tapos plus b times y plus 2. So when y is 2, when y is 2, 1 equals 0 plus b times 4. 4b equals 1. B is 1/4, okay. And then
Okay.
when y is -2, so that's -4 plus 0 equals 1, -4. So negative, what is -1/4?
Very good. Galing. Ako, di kayo maano eh. Susulat ko yan eh. So therefore, meron ka ng dalawang expression. So isulat natin to. So this becomes 1 over y squared minus 4. This is dy equals. So dx na lang to. Take the integral on both sides. So you split the left-hand side. So this becomes the integral of a negative 1/4 over y plus 2 plus positive 1/4. Isulat ko lang pag ganun. Para this, hindi ako ma-confuse. And this is equal to x plus c. So anong mga integral niyan? Ito, madali na lang yan. So this becomes the integral of negative 1/4 times the integral of 1 over y plus 2 dy. Tapos isa naman plus positive 1/4, 1 integral of 1 over y minus 2 dy. Ayun.
When I'm forced to do this instead of using normal trigonometric functions, please. I think this is second inverse. Anyway, so
what's the integral of 1 over y plus something?
ln of y plus 2. Tapos
That's correct.
ln of y minus 2.
So sulat natin ln of absolute value of y plus 2. Tapos ito naman plus 1/4 ln of absolute value of y minus 2. Okay. Equals x plus c. And algebra na lang yan. Take di ba, the sum of the ln is just what? Or difference pala of 2 ln. Kasi may negative 1/4 ka dito. So take out natin ng 1/4. So magiging ln of absolute value y minus 2 minus ln of y plus 2. So what's the difference between 2 ln's?
That's yung ano po na fraction. So hindi ko masabi. So what kaya?
That's correct.
Absolute value of quantity y minus 2 over y plus 2.
That's correct. All right. Tapos gawin natin, multiply na lang natin both sides by some 4. So this becomes 4x plus some c sub 1. Kasi nag 4 times c tayo. So pangalanan na lang natin c sub 1. Take the exponential. So magiging y minus 2 plus y plus 2 absolute value. This becomes e raised to 4x plus times some c sub 1. Kung gusto mo, combine mo na lang plus or minus values para sa exponential ng constant na yan. So magiging y minus 2, y plus 2, and this is equal to some constant k e raised to 4x. Okay. So you can solve for y. Ito, algebra na lang yan. So that becomes so maging y minus 2 is equal
y minus 2
to
is equal to
ke for x.
times
Y.
y plus 2. Okay.
Mhm. So what is y equal to?
Ah. Oh no.
Di, madali na lang yan.
Okay, sige ba? Mm,
Kung you're in doubt na ng Joshua, isulat mo.
okay.
Sometimes kasi may limitation din yung mental natin eh.
First
Kung
to write, it's over.
well, anyway, kung wala naman, it's good na you practice your skills on how to calculate mentally. Pero if you are in doubt, isulat mo siya. By the way, napanood mo ba yung interview ni Terence Tao by Lex Friedman? Parang ba yun? Lex Friedman ba yun? Sa YouTube?
Meron ba ba?
Panoorin mo.
I think nakita ko po yan yung nagano siya.
Maraming silang topic na pinag-uusapan eh. Rare din kasi na magpa-interview si Terence Tao eh.
Oo, kasi parang ang dami niyang ginagawa. Anyway, so yung mga group of life stuff.
So what's the numerator?
Milawa. Ayaw mag-load yung digital board. Ayan.
Ayan. Sulat lang.
So, y minus 2. So, k e to the 4x times y plus 2. Tapos, wala bang annotate ba? Very sad. So, hindi mo na ako maka-annotate. So, I'm forced to write on something.
Ay, kaya yan.
Ay, na-charge. Something. Burma. Okay. So, okay, so now, tapusan may 1 plus 4x. Plus 1, wait lang. 1 minus k e to the 4x. K y times 1 to 1 minus k e to the 4x equals 2 times 1 plus k e. So, 2 plus 2 k e. So, simplified, y equals, ito na ba? So, ito na ba? So, I think ito na. So, wala nang y on the right-hand side. Ano ba? Quantity 2 plus 2k e to the 4x
2 plus 2k e raised to 4x over?
Over 1 minus k e to the 4x.
Okay, that's correct.
Wow.
Let me see. 1 minus, let's see. Okay, kasi magta-transpose sa kabila. So, magiging negative siya. Okay, that's correct. So, yan. That's the function we're looking for. Pero, syempre, you have to compute for k later. So, kung meron kang initial condition. Okay, lastly. So, sa technique na to, let me see. Open, blank page. Okay, ito. Let's compute. Sa ano ba, example number, ano ba to? 5. Okay, example number 5. Let's have e raised to 2y minus y cosine of x dx, dy over dx. And this is equal to e raised to y sine of 2x. Ayan. Can you calculate this?
For to become Chinese. So, ito na
By
po
the way,
yan.
you have to check. Can you separate the x and the y?
Okay, wait. So, the dx goes, the dx, okay, and then the ey, and then the possible, yes, abo.
Yeah, so can you rewrite it in such a way na separate ang lahat ng mga y on the left, lahat ng mga x's on the right? So, anong form nun?
Right mover bird. So, so may mabababa pala ng e to the y. So, I can probably remove that. So, magiging e to the y na lang. Minus y over e to the y.
Okay, this is dy. Tapos, on the right-hand side,
Wait, what's sine 2x? 2 sine x dx ba? 2 sine x.
2, that's okay. 2 sine x. Ang sine 2x, gusto mo?
Sine 2x kasi po, 2 sine x cos x. So,
That's correct. Okay. So, pero dx. Galing nga na ano mo kaagad ang trigonometric identity niya. And then, integral. Ayan. Very good. Galing.
No, thank you.
Sana ganito lang yung mga undergrad student ko nang bibilis, no? Kasi mga applied math ko, it's a combination ng matatalino talaga, mabibilis. Meron din naman na average. Meron talagang you need to papareviewin mo talaga ng mga trigonometric identities, malala nila. So, ito yung una, on the right-hand side, mako-compute mo na to. What's the integral of 2 sine x dx?
Integral of 2 sine. I think is just ano ba yung negative ba? Hindi yata 2 cos lang, 2 negative ba? Wait, ano ba yung mag-negative? Cosine yata yung mag-negative. So, 2 cos x lang ba?
That's correct. 2 cosine of x plus some constant c. Dito naman, pwede natin i-divide to into the integral of e raised to y dy. Ito, madali yan. Minus, isulat natin to, integral of y e raised to negative y dy. So, diyan napapasok yung ano mo, yung tawag nito, nalimutan ko pa. Integration by parts. Pwede mo yung pasok integration by parts mamaya.
So I think, so the EY na lang po yan. E to the Y lang. Tapos yung Y, E to the negative Y. Something to ponder about. So,
Sulat ko na itong una. Of course, madali lang yan. E raised to y yan. So, pangalawa, so you use integration by parts. Integration by parts. Naalala mo pa ang integration by parts?
wait lang ba? So it's the UV minus na lang. VDU.
Tama. So, isulat ko lang siyang formula. The integral of u dv is equal to uv minus integral
du.
of v du. Yeah.
So
So
in
that
this case, so you negative y e to the negative y.
anong ginawa mo? Anong ginamit mong u? Anong u mo?
Negative y mo. Tapos
Negative y, tapos
v is e to the negative y.
v is e raised to negative y. So meaning, ginamit mo yung negative, pinasok mo dito, ginawang positive, naging negative dyan.
Yes.
Tama?
Yes.
Ayan. That's correct. Okay, so therefore, your, ano to? du is equal to negative dy. Tapos, ang this is your dv, no? dy, sorry. Tama, no? Yung ginawa mo? So magiging v is equal to negative e raised to minus y. Tama?
Yes, Aba. So, uv negative y e to the negative y.
Is equal to
Ayan, yun ba? Y
y
e to the negative y
minus,
plus e to the negative.
mapa-plus na siya. Tama.
Ayun,
Plus
plus e to the negative
integral of e raised to negative y
dy.
dy.
So,
Ayan.
negative e to the negative y.
Okay. So therefore,
Ay,
y e raised to negative y minus e raised to negative y. Okay. Very good. Plus some constants. So sulat natin, this becomes now, saan na tayo? E raised to y plus y e raised to negative y minus e raised to negative y is equal to 2 cosine of x plus c. Okay, so therefore, cancel out y e raised to negative y equals 2 cosine x plus c. Can you still separate ba yung y? Meaning y is equal to some values?
why was the ano mo? Why was the yung e to the y? Why did
Sorry. Sorry. Wala pala. Wala lang. Chine-check ko lang kung may presence of mind ka pa. Lusot ko lang 'yon. Hindi ko nakita.
ano pa lagi po may ano, yung parang that was actually an intended error.
Pero what we can do is we can split, take out yung common factor.
Opo.
Yeah. Okay, that's correct. Thank you for noticing. Pero usually ganun ang lusot ko sa mga estudyante ko. Sabi ko, wala, tinetest ko lang yung visual acuity. Kung nakita yung negative at ang positive. Pero actually on my end, di ko yung nakita. Okay, I think that's it. This is the solution na. We can do any more. Numerically, you can compute what y is equal to. But in this case,
hindi yata pwede, i-isolate. Mahirap masyado yung...
mahirap na siya isolate. So, parang, it's, ano yung tawag nun? Nakalimutan mga types of, na wala siyang closed solution ng mga ganitong equations. Okay, so that's it. So far, do you have any questions in terms of separable variables?
Wala naman po.
Okay. Ito, exercise lang to later ha. You can look for sa libro ni Nagle at ni Zil. Na-receive mo na yung mga libro?
Nasaan ba? Yung sa ano ba? Nakita ko ba?
Okay. Just work this out. Medyo marami-rami yung mga exercises nun. So, sa libro ni Zil et al. So, nasa page 53, you can solve numbers 1 to 22 for the purpose of exercises. You don't need to show it to me, but I'll be asking you next meeting.
Sige ba?
Kung anong nagawa mo na, kung anong mga numbers na, for example, I'll ask you to solve the following. Okay. Sa libro naman ni Nagle et al., so hanapin mo lang yung mga items na yan. Okay?
Sige ba? Wait, screenshot ko lang ba?
Screenshot lang. Kasi we'll move to the next method of solving.
Sige ba?
Okay. Next naman na gagawin natin na method of solving. Let's assume, kasi may mga equation na hindi siya necessarily separable. You cannot separate the two two variables. So what you can do is, what if there are other ways to do the solving? Okay, so let me add more blank papers dito. Ang next technique na pag-aaralan natin, so kanina we have, ano ang title natin kanina? Separable equation. So ngayon, ang pag-aaralan natin, yung tinatawag ng mga linear equations. So, linear equation. Hindi siya linear in the sense na alam natin na linear, but linear differential equations. So, linear ODEs to. Okay. Let me close this up. Okay. Actually, sa mga topic ng mga solving ng mga this type of equations, ito yung favorite ko. Okay. Kasi maganda yung form nito eh. So, our intention right now, we want to solve this type of equation. So let me write this down. Ito yung gusto natin na equation na gusto natin isolve. A of x, a sub 1 of x dy over dx plus a of 0 xy equals b of x.
When
So
you're
ito yung,
when you're forced to use the differential equations to solve linear equations.
yeah, pero ito yung tinatawag natin na klaseng linear equation. Ito, linear na klaseng differential equation. For example, an example lang. Tinatanong ko to palagi sa mga students. No? Can you tell me if this is linear or not? First example, x squared sine x minus cosine of xy equals sine of x dy over dx. So first question, is this linear?
Why? Yes, ako.
Dali lang, Joshua. Ano ko muna to? Sasagutin ko muna sa message.
Okay ba?
Okay, sige. Linear ba o hindi?
Linear ba?
Linear. Because if we arrange this, isulat natin siya sa form kaninang sa taas. So this will be the first term. So ang sine of x mo is your a sub 1 of x. Tapos yung second term mo minus cosine x of y. So meaning ang a sub 0 of x natin yung negative cosine of y. And this is equal to, nasa right hand side, puro lang function of x. So you will have x squared sine of x. So yun, tama, linear yan. How about the second one? dy over dx plus sine of x y cube equals sine of x plus 1. Is this linear or not?
X. No.
Y.
The y cube cannot be turned into a y.
But what if i-divide natin yung, halimbawa, ito, kung y squared to, can it be turned into y?
Yes, sure ba? Pwede.
But is it still linear? Ang
Okay.
buong
So,
expression.
kasi maging over y squared na rin yung isa, which is not possible to be removed otherwise.
That's correct. So this is not linear. So no matter what, so hindi pa rin siya linear. So kanina ang example linear, ang pangalawa not linear. So our task this afternoon, ang second na ano natin, how will we compute an analytical solution for this type of equation? So first, let's consider, balik tayo sa ano natin sa original natin na gusto nating isolve dito. Yan, gusto natin yan isolve. Okay. So my first question. So if, say, a sub 0 of x is equal to 0, what can you say about the expression yung nasa box? Can you solve it? So magiging a sub 1 of x dy with respect to x equals b of x. Can you do some computation from this?
So, siguro nga lipat b over x.
That's right.
Tapos ang over a1 of x, tapos ang dx sa kabila. Yes, divide the
So
box.
this becomes dy over dx equals b of x over a sub 1 of x. Then take the integral of both sides. So mayroon kang y is equal to some integral of b of x over a sub 1 of x dx plus some constant c. Di ba? Yan ang magiging itsura niya. Pero take note, ang inote lang natin dapat dito, a sub 1 of x, never siya maging 0. So, well, in the first place, otherwise hindi ito magiging differential equation. So, yun. Meaning to say, we can write away na this is just simply separable. So, wala kang problema. Magiging separable equation to. Now, ang question ko lang, what if hindi 0? Yung a sub 0 of x mo. So, hindi yan 0. Meaning to say, ito never yan magiging 0. So, how will you do the calculation? What if you consider the following? Consider if yung a sub 0 mo of x is just the derivative of a sub 1 of x. Meaning, kung babalik tayo dito, instead of a sub 0 dyan, a prime of x yan. So let us rewrite this. So, sulat natin sa baba dito. So this becomes a sub 1 of x dy over dx plus, instead of a sub 0, susulat ko a1 prime of x y is equal to b of x. Ayan. Anong napapansin mo on the left-hand side? May napapansin ka ba, Joshua, sa itsura niyan?
So it's not only linear. Ano ba? It's a function times the derivative. Plus the derivative is a function. Product rule.
Correct. Wow, galing ng mata ni Joshua. It's the product rule. Sulat ko there, product rule. Meaning to say, alam mo sa mga estudyante ko sa chemistry ng tinanong ko, anong napapansin niyo sa left-hand side? Alam mo, umabot kami 15 minutes bago nila napansin yun, na this is just the product rule. So meaning, you are to take the derivative of this two functions, a sub 1 of x times y. Di ba? That's the left-hand side. So product rule lang siya because y is just a dependent variable with respect to x. So may laman siyang variable na x. So hence, if we rewrite this, kung isusulat natin ito, let me rewrite this. So a sub 1 of x times y, and if you take the derivative of this, and this is b of x. So kung gusto mo talaga i-formalize, this is with respect to x. So take the integral of both sides. So on left-hand side, this becomes a sub 1 of x, y. By the way, mukhang may abuse of notation na ako dito. Let me erase ito. Transfer ko na lang ditong bx, dx. Okay? So this becomes the integral of b of x dx. Okay? Then plus some constant c. Kahit wala naman lang plus some constant c. So y now is just equal to 1 over a sub 1 of x times the integral of b of x dx plus c. Ayan. So yun, meron ka ng solution sa linear equation. Di ba maganda? Pero again, ang condition dito, ito lang. Ang condition mo is that derivative yan. Hindi palaging totoo na ganun ang magiging condition right away. But, try to imagine, di ba equation to? Equation yan. So we can do some manipulation, meaning, can you multiply something to this equation on both sides? Di ba? Kay symmetric naman yung equality, you can multiply both sides such that it's a variable of x ang imumultiply mo Pero, ang magiging result, yung imumultiply mo dito at imumultiply mo dyan would be the derivative of the other. Medyo nakuha mo, Joshua? Meaning,
So you're saying pa parang how to automatically turn one of them but not the other.
yeah, oo. Ang isa is the original function, pero ang isa derivative lang niya. So, dapat maghanap tayong imumultiply mo for it to be balanced. Yun ang next goal. This is the goal that we're
It's possible.
Yes, it's possible. So, itong gagawin natin. So, first natin gagawin is, well, let's make your expression formal. So, let's go back to your equation. A sub 1 of x dy over dx plus a sub 0 of x times y equals b of x. Kasi yung a sub 1 mo ng 0, so pwede natin isulat this way. So magiging a sub 0 of x over a sub 1 of xy. And yung right-hand side becomes b of x, a sub 1 of x. So gawin natin, what if we'll replace this expression as p of x. Let's replace this expression as q of x. Para ang magiging formal form natin ng equation natin is dy over dx plus p of x y equals q of x. So ito yung itsura nito. This is our standard form. So ito yung standard linear differential equation. Okay? So now, kung meron ka ng standard differential equation, okay, ito yung gagamitin natin. Let me add more paper, Joshua. Okay.
Oh no.
Ayan, dalawang paper. So, let us assume, di ba sabi natin, gusto lang natin mag-multiply ng isang expression, it's an expression of x on both sides. Tapos, let's find out. Let's consider mu of x. Okay? As our multiplier. So, multiply natin. May tawag dito sa function na yan. Ang tawag dito, this is called your integrating factor or function. Pwede din yan. Okay? So let's multiply this function on both sides. So you will have mu of x dy over dx, lakihan ka, plus mu of x p of x y, and this is equal to mu of x q of x. Okay? Well, for the purpose of multiplying on both sides of the inequality. But again, anong goal natin? What's our goal? Ang goal natin dito, Joshua, ito yung expression na to, gusto natin ang left-hand side ay magiging derivative ng mu of x mo and y. Diba? That's the goal. Gusto natin. So meaning to say, let's define it. Maglalagay lang ako that, yon. Para at least we're saying we want to define ang left-hand side to be that. But anong mangyayari? Kung i-expand mo yan, di ba, by implicit differentiation, this becomes mu of x dy over dx plus, magkukuha ka ng derivative mo ng mu, tapos y. Di ba yun yung dapat ang answer? Pero iba siya sa taas. But take note, what if i-force natin na i-equate yung dalawa na to? I-force natin i-equate yan. Medyo na gets, Joshua? Pipilitin natin na equal. Or do you want me to go back quickly?
Bilang mo.
Sige, balik ako, Joshua. Di ba ito yung standard form na ginawa na natin? Sabi natin, I want to multiply an expression na puro x on these both sides of the equation. So let's call this expression na imumultiply natin mu of x, or we call it some name integrating factor. So in-multiply na natin. Oh, let's multiply it on both sides. So ito na siya. Okay, yun na yan. But sabi natin, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina, ang assumption natin, what if yung magiging result natin would be this. Ito yun. What if lang, dream natin, yung ang left-hand side, product rule. Di ba ang product rule mo is this, ang actual niya. Itong product rule. So, para magiging totoo yan, what if i-force natin na mag-equal yung dalawang red boxes na yan? So meaning, let us force, grabing term, no? Let us force that mu prime of x is equal to mu of x px. Ayun, ifo-force mo siya. Or in other words, instead of writing may x na value, gawin natin mu prime is equal to mu times p. Some question. What's the solution of this differential equation? Diba? This is still a differential equation.
Yes.
So anong solution ito? Or let's write this. Derivative of mu with respect to x equals mu of p. This is just a separable equation. So what's the solution of this separable equation? Solve natin. 1 over mu du. This is p dx.
Ayan, so
Integral.
mu is equal to e to the p plus.
That's correct. O, sulat nga natin. Mu of x is equal to e raised to the integral. Hindi natin masosolve ang p, di ba?
No.
Px dx. So, yun na. So, meaning to say, para makakahanap tayo ng multiplier natin, so what you will do is you will compute this. Nice, di ba?
No.
Meaning ito yung multiplier na gagamitin natin para maging totoo yung product rule na yan. Medyo naintindihan? Nakuha mo yung idea?
No.
So, meaning meron na tayong, this will now become our integrating factor. Such that, kung meron na tayong ganun values, so on the left-hand side, di ba this becomes, so solve natin derivative of mu of x, y is equal to mu of x, q of x. So, if you take the integral of both sides, this becomes mu of xy is equal to the integral of mu of x, q of x plus some constant c, and finally your y of x is equal to 1 over mu of x times the integral of mu of x, q of x plus c. Meaning, ito ng formula natin.
Ay, nawala po kaya. Oh no. Nawala. Oh no. Nawala siya.
Dali lang Joshua, ha? Medyo nagka-problema yung ano ko, computer. By the way, naririnig mo ba ako?
Opo.
Okay, okay. I'm using sa kabila kasing computer, nag-lag yung isa kong computer.
Pas ko lang pero yan, di ba?
Ayan. So in this case, this will be our formula na gagamitin. Pero ang mu mo dyan would be your integrating factor. So halimbawa, let's have two examples para mabilis. I think mas maganda yung medyo mas difficult na. Kasi ito madali na lang yan. Okay. Ikaw pa, madali na yan. Let's call this example 1 on my case. So x dy over dx. And this is equal to not equal to. This is minus 4y equals x raised to the 6, e raised to the 6. Before we continue, is this linear?
Yes, opo.
All right. So, what you can do is to simplify in its standard form. Meaning, ang itsura ng standard form natin, dapat ito lang yung itsura niya. Para at least we could identify what your p raised to x is. So, first, we divide all of this with x. But let's assume x must not be 0. So, yun ang assumption lang natin dito. dy over dx is equal to, not equal to, minus 4 over xy, and this is equal to, divided by x raised to the 5th, e raised to x. Okay? So your p here of x is equal to negative 4 over x. Your q is equal to x raised to the 5th, e raised to x. That's the idea. Now next, dapat gagamitin mo na, para magamit mo tong formula na yan, gagamitin mo ang integrating factor na yan. Okay? So let's use your integrating factor. So your integrating factor mu of x is equal to the exponential of the integral of p of x dx. So substitute what your p of x. So e raised to negative integral of negative 4 over x dx.
Grabe po, very cursed yung pagsulat kasi yung integral sa exponent.
Mm-mm. Pero weird, no? First time mo ba na-encounter to na kumukuha ka ng exponential, ng integral?
Po, sasabihin siguro po, oh, that's wrong notation. You should put that right next to the e. Pero actually, it's the exponent.
Oo. Actually, hindi siya literally na exponent kasi, di ba ang exponential exp, it's still a function.
No po.
Ayan. So, nagkukuha ka ng function ng integral. Anyway, ang integral naman, real value naman yan eh.
No po.
So, therefore, what's the what's this?
It's something.
It's
So the negative 4 ln x. So e to the negative 4. So over e to the 4, x over e to the 4.
ano again?
E to the negative 4 mo, tapos yan times x. Kasi
Sige, natin.
negative e to the 4. Wait, no.
So, negative, ito, sulat natin.
Negative 4 ln x.
So, therefore,
E to the negative 4 times e to the ln x. So that's just x.
so magiging? Di ba, ang rule ng exponent, ng negative 4, magiging exponent. So, negative 4. Raised to negative 4 siya. E raised to ln.
So, e to the negative 4 times x po. X e to the negative 4.
Yan, tama. Or don't forget, the absolute value muna of x raised to negative 4. Okay? May dalawa akong question. Can we do away the absolute value?
No.
Bakit?
Wait. E raised to the,
Ano bang meaning ng absolute value?
the distance from the origin. So, lahat ng negative may positive pa rin. Tsaka,
Yun. So it will always be positive. So pero raised to some power of 4.
so positive pa rin.
Positive pa rin siya. So meaning, kahit i-do away mo na. Kasi it's all, kung raised to the third power yan, or negative 3, or positive 3,
Positive din naman po siya, no? So,
palagi siyang positive eh. So you can do away. So magiging x raised to negative 4 or 1 over x raised to the 4th. Yun ang magiging expression. Second, bakit wala, di ba nag-integral tayo? Bakit walang constant yan?
I don't know.
Kasi
Ano
di ba
nakita ko?
nagsosolve tayo kanina dito? Kasi ito na siya. Nilagay para gawin na lang natin isang constant. Hindi na tayo magdadagdag na maraming constant. So, andyan lang siya. Okay. So therefore, ito yung integrating factor mo. Let's look at this. 'Di ba ito yung dapat i-multiply mo yan dyan for it to be a derivative of each other. So isulat lang natin para at least we are sure. So i-multiply mo ang x raised to negative 4 sa buong equation na to. So dy over dx minus over 4y equals, ano nga yung q natin? 5x e raised to x.
I'm gonna lose it.
So magiging x raised to negative 4 minus 4x raised to the negative 3 y equals x raised to e raised to x. Di ba? Yun ang magiging itsura niya. So, tingnan mong left, may dy over dx pa pala yan. Sorry. Sana sinabi ko na tinetest ko lang visual acuity mo. Ito, left hand side. Napansin mo? Pwede mo na siyang gawing product rule.
Yun na naman.
So, product rule lang siya ng x raised to negative 4 and y. So, yun lang. That's the reason why na bakit hinanap natin yung integrating factor. Pero you don't need to consider na mag-start ka from the very beginning kasi may formula na tayo. Ito, sana ma-memorize mo tong formula every time may linear equations ka. So ito na yung gagamitin natin as a formula. So sulat natin. So therefore, ang Q natin, x raised to negative 4, no? So let's write it here. Dito ko na lang susulat. Y of x, susulat ko muna ang buo, 1 over mu of x times the integral of mu of x q of x plus c. So let's write this down. Ano ang mu of x mo? X raised to negative 4. So what is 1 over x raised to negative 4? So x raised to 4 na siya.
X to the 4. Negative 4 kasi so nawala.
1 over 1 over. Parang ganun ang labas niya.
So,
Times the integral of x raised to negative 4 times, anong q of x natin kanina? Ito. So let's write this down.
X na lang mo.
So sulat lang natin. By the way, may dx dyan. Dx plus c. Okay? Then, this becomes x raised to the 4th. So integral of x ex dx plus c. Can you compute this? Ito, pwede mo siya makompute. Anong technique sa integral?
Baka siguro wala na yan. Integration by parts na ba?
Integration by parts. So, integral of u dv is equal to uv minus v du. So, ano magiging u mo?
E. Ay, x ba? X pa. X. Tapos,
X. So, maging du is equal to dx. Ang dv mo?
e to the x dx po.
Okay. So, what is v equal to?
E to the x.
Okay. So, therefore, so this becomes an integral of x e raised to x dx becomes x e raised to x minus
Minus v du.
v
E to
du.
the x dx.
So,
So, that's
it's
e to the
still,
x.
that's correct. Ang galing. Nakakahanga. Ayun. So, therefore, let's substitute it here. Saan na yun? Liitan na natin. So, x raised to the fourth times the integral of, ito na ang integral mo, x e raised to x minus e raised to x plus c. So therefore, your final solution is?
Quantity e to the x times x to the fifth minus 1.
Okay. Minus x. May x raised to the fourth ka pa.
Ano ba? Yan.
Plus, meron pa, x raised to the fourth, c. So ito na, ang final solution.
Meron pa pala.
Oo, i-distribute mo lang.
Multiply na pala yung c. Yun yung nakalimutan.
Nakuha mo kaninang hirap-hirap tapos mag-distribution ka, nakalimutan mo na.
Nakalimutan pa yung na c mag-ano pala mag-i-incur ng x.
Ito, tandaan mo, ito yung formula natin na gagamitin.
May isa pa pala ba? May s
Ano?
na pa po ng c na. Ay, hindi. Ma-multiply din. Yung c ma-absorb sa larger c. Okay.
That's right. Oh, kasi i-multiply mo na. Later may mga C values ka na you can solve it later. Mahanapan mo ng mga solution.
Oh, no.
Let's have, ito, gamitin mo itong again ang formula na yan. At this time, this is the problem. So, compute mo to ha. Okay. Gamitin mo yung formula na yan. Pero at this time, compute 4x squared minus 9. Okay, dy over dx plus x. Hindi lang pala to. Medyo confusing to eh. Okay, let's have a different one. Ay, sorry. Hanap ako ng much simpler na solution. Ito na lang. Number 2. X dy over dx minus 4. Ay, ito pala yung kanina. Sorry. Ito, dy over dx minus 2xy equals 2. Okay. So, my first question, Joshua, separable ba yan?
No.
No. Is it linear?
To some extent? Yes, ba?
Ano again?
To some extent. Yung 2 kasi pwedeng i-ignore. Sabihin mo na lang na it's a function of x.
Oh, it's a function of x pa rin. So, it's correct. So, linear pa rin.
Linear.
Tama. So, therefore, ano yung, is it in standard form?
I think so. Nakalagay na po siya.
Ayun. So, what is your p of x and what is your q of x? Balik tayo sa anong itsura ng standard form para at least ito. Asan na yun? Ayan, standard form. Ito yon. P of x, q of x. So balik ako sa equation. Ayan, anong p of x at anong q of x?
P of x, 2x.
Okay, pero may negative pa.
Negative 1.
Negative 2x. Tapos how about your q of x?
2.
2. Okay, so may dalawa kang i-compute. So, i-compute mo ang integrating factor. Tapos, i-compute mo rin ang, once na ma-compute mo na yan, compute for y is equal to 1 over mu of x times the integral of mu of x q of x dx plus c. Ayan. So, what is the integrating factor based on this?
Integrating factor. So, 1 over, so e to the, ano na, paano kaya yan? E to the negative 2. So, 2 negative 2x dx, that's negative x squared.
That's negative x squared. So, therefore,
Negative x squared. So, y is equal to e to the x squared.
e to the x squared lang ba? Or may negative ka pa?
Negative muna.
Negative x squared. Okay, that's correct. So now, substitute. Substitute mo na siya. So this becomes y, sorry.
It's equal to e to the negative x squared.
So y is equal to 1 over e raised to negative x squared, or this becomes?
1 over e to the negative, e to the x squared na lang mo.
Ayan. Times the integral of
Mu of x, e to the negative x squared times 2 e to the negative x squared.
2 e raised to negative at 2 to the negative x squared. Okay,
Yes,
plus c. Okay.
May dx mo.
And again?
May dx mo. Dx.
May dx. Okay. So now, itong question ko. Let's simplify this further. E raised to negative x squared times 2, the integral of e raised to negative x squared dx plus c. Okay. So, ang question, meron bang integral yung expression na yan?
Yes. I forgot.
Familiar ka yan sa itsura nito?
Alam ko po is the yung distrib yung ano ba yan? It's the yung ano yung ano yan? Yung despair when I can't when in the despair, you know, when you can't say the word.
I'll give you a clue.
Alam ko,
Napag-aralan natin to sa probability.
yun nga ba. Alam ko na eh. So it's the normal ba?
That's correct. Or in reality, ang term na gagamitin natin, ang normal distribution is one of the Gaussian function or Gaussian distribution. So therefore, in this case, this is normal. O sabihin na natin Gaussian. Okay, Gaussian na yan. Meaning, wala yung closed solution. If you are to get the integral of e raised to negative x squared, di ba parang ang labas nito, sana yan. Labas nito, if you compute this, di ba, ito yung Gaussian, parang ganon. Okay. So, kung kukunin mo integral, kung wala tayong cut-off point from this integral up to the upper and the lower limit, so hindi natin makukuha yung specific values. So therefore, wala tayong solution so far for this one unless meron kang specific values na ilalagay. So magko-compute tayo, magagawan mo ng hahanapan mo ng values using some normal distribution. So for now, hanggang dyan lang tayo sa integral ng expression na yan. Okay, Joshua?
Oo. Wala magawa.
Your assignment. Magbibigay ako ng assignment. Ang kanina nagbigay na ako ng assignment.
Very sad. Ayun, nagsinasabot tayo na po. Ayun ang bigay.
So let me tingnan ko, saan na ba yung listahan ko ng mga assignment? Ay la. Saan na yun?
Meron palang listahan. Oh no.
Ito. So please, this is on page... Uy, anong page 2? Check ko nga. May page yan eh. Ang sa libro. Kay Nagle lang yung gagamitin natin sa linear equations. Next meeting, pag-aaralan natin yung ano, yung page 76 pala siya. 76. Pag-aaralan natin yung ano to? Exact equations naman, yung next na discussion natin. Ito kay Nagle, compute page 76, numbers 1 to 6, numbers 7 to 16, and numbers, bakit dinivide ko to sa notes ko? Parang 1 to 22, on page 76. So please, try to do some calculations.
Oh, no.
Pipili ako ng mga tatlong number on the sets na binigay ko sa iyo. So please prepare on how to calculate. Okay ba 'yon, Joshua?
Sige po.
Para hindi mo makalimutan yung ano, yung manner of doing the calculations. So again, Joshua, advice ko, kung halimbawa, it takes time for you to do the mental calculation, try to solve it by hand. Then if you could see the shortcuts, pwede mo siyang i-cut yung calculation. Basta at least you can do it some of this by hand. Baka kasi nakakalimutan mo ang calculations. But some of this earlier, nakukuha mo naman.
Ano
Okay? So assignment sa pagka-calculate. Again,
ito na po, this might break me. Masasala na po ako ng Ula Final.
This is the first one Ito yung una. Papadala ko naman to kaagad sa'yo. And the second one, ito. Yung last page. Ayan. Ito yung mga assignments mo. So, hindi naman lahat calculate. Just practice. Makukuha mo yan siya. Practicing everything. Okay? So, next meeting, pagkausapan natin, exact equations naman tayo. So far, that's it. Joshua, do you have any questions?
Wala na po.
Okay? So, I think...
may question pala po ako. But hindi na lang po 1 to 22 instead ng 1 to 6, 11 to 16, 17, 22.
Yun din ang tanong ko kanina Baka when I prepared these notes, baka sa mga students ko, dinivide ko into 3 groups. Yung feeling ko lang. Yun yung ano. Kasi...
Akala ko po baka may alam po yung barrier to yung the fabric of space-time will be destroyed pag ganyan po na.
Meaning ko saying x-axis mo numbers 1 to 6, y-axis 7 to 16, ang z-axis mo 17 to 22.
Ganun. Para may 3 dimensions. The fabric of
space. So far for now, that's it, Joshua. Thank you. So I'll see you. Let's schedule it on Thursday.
Wow.
Wait. Thursday pala biyahe ko kasi I'll be in Bacolod Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So hindi ko ikaw mamimit on these days pala. So let's set na lang on Monday next week.
Sige ba?
Monday lang tayo next week kasi Tuesday may isa akong meeting. So let's put it on Monday and I'll be traveling to Cebu on Thursday. So baka I'll move it to Wednesday, yung class natin next week. Kasi I'll be in Japan by the following week. So,
wow.
2 weeks. Japan. Magpipicture ako, send ko sa'yo para makita mo. May conference lang ako dun sa mathematical biology kasi.
Nice. Insane.
Okay. So I'll see you.
Thank you po.
So see you na lang on Monday next week. So ingat. Sige po sir. Ingat.
Thank you po sir. Ingat po.
Bye-bye po.
Bye.
Bye-bye po.